Tupac Shakur's family history highlights how African American people can have enslavers and those who profit off of enslavement in their heritage. So Tupac Shakur's mother, Afeni Shakur, born Alice Faye Williams in North Carolina, is descended of Robert Snapes from Essex, England, whose son, Thomas, goes from England to St. Thomas. And Barbados was very important to Oliver Cromwell, who was in power in the middle of the 1600s in England, because Barbados was the hotbed of the sugar industry, an industry that was being fueled by chattel slaves working for free, as well as indentured servants also working for free. And given that Thomas Snipe Child was born in 1640 in Barbados, their family likely were some of the first to work in Barbados overseeing this human capital. They then moved to Virginia and then Tennessee. This is where Robert Snipes had a child with likely an enslaved woman. And you can see Nancy Snipes, who is the white wife, listed in the census after Robert dies. And so the Snipes family gains first their foothold into North America thanks to sugar and lives throughout the South and with enslaved people. And it is really important to note that the black woman who is Tupac Shakur's ancestor's name is lost. There are so many stories of enslaved women who were victimized by men. And very often the woman is doubly victimized because her name is lost. And it was incredibly common for enslaved women to be assaulted by male owners. And I think it's important to remember that a lot of what we're dealing with in terms of race relations in America comes from the early sin of slavery. These humans were brought across the ocean, and our whole country is inextricably linked to slavery. Even Tupac Shakur's mother, who became a Black Panther in the 70s and was arrested, here's the New York Times article about it. In a lot of ways, the Black Panthers comes up in the 20th century in reaction to the incredible racism and the iniquity that happens in the United States based on race.